all. Really, I ain't been snapping. I've been reacting. I'm an OG, so what I've been doing normally back in the day would be called snapping, but I ain't snapping because these clowns ain't nothing to snap on. All right, so anyway, you know what? I literally went home, but again, this is like 5 minutes from the crib, and now when I first pulled up, you see what you did? Okay, well, let's play. Who can guess why I came back here and filmed this? And like I said, I told you about this. Well, like I said, this neighborhood is kind of weird. I'm assuming, I've been here 3 years, but I'm assuming this was a black neighborhood, and so there's still a lot of whatever around here. But like I said, 5 minutes from here, not even 5 minutes, like right there. If you go up there, there's houses that's probably 300,000 that they brand new. Some of them still getting built. They're gentrification shit. And right there, right back there, right back there, yeah, right across the street. I'm talking about walking over here. You can walk right across the street. See what I'm saying? So the niggas and the this is that what they're talking about. The black line, all this shit about niggas and da da da. But they're doing it on purpose. Cause like I come here a lot. I do. Well, really, CVS to buy, whatever, some dental supplies, the floss. Cause that's what I was coming to get. They know that. And so I've been snapping, not snapping, like I said, reacting all day. I'm out of my dental floss. What a dental floss toothpicks. So whatever. But then when I pull up, and this remind me of like 2020 or 2019. Remember the BLM? Because I couldn't understand why in the hell they were robbing from what you call pharmacies. Because I remember it's like 2019. Matter of fact, remember my older part. Well, not remember. Hell, just scroll down, whatever to like the first videos. So in a neighborhood which is like 15 minutes from here, and that's another white neighborhood if you want to call it that. I remember it was like 2018 or something, and I was going to another drugstore, and the kid, black kid, was robbing, and he was running out of there, and the black lady who worked there, it was two black, it was a black kid, black woman, and I kind of knew them because I would go there all the time, and it was right. But anyway, so she's trying to act like she's trying to stop him, but she really don't want to, really, because I don't know the whole thing, the Black Lives, like she don't want to be capped. The best employee stopped. And it was a young dude, like 20. And as I walked to the door, I was, like right before the door was supposed to, they was both there, and she trying to stop him. But then finally both of them looked like he was kind of smiling. Anyway, my point is, I found out why they put it on YouTube, a video. You can look it up. And it was in California, but it's the same thing. I'm like, cause at first I heard they were stealing like detergent, and I couldn't understand like why in the fuck, how could you? But now I see what it is. They're working under orders because they're working. Like people, I buy, I guess, the so-called good detergent, but really, well, Arm& Hammer, the liquid Arm& it's only $9. But they'll sell you the whole bottle that's $9. That liquid Arm& Hammer, that with the you pour, you got Tide and all that. I do, but I buy Arm& Hammer because when I was a kid, Arm& Hammer, you can use the original. You put it the powder Arm& Hammer baking soda, put it in the refrigerator. As a kid, I knew that in the 80s, 82, 83. Something you could use it as toothpaste. Who didn't use Arm& Hammer baking soda as toothpaste? So yeah, I just buy it. I don't know, maybe for my grandma. I don't know. But anyway, that's not the point. That's not what I was. My grandma told me. No, it had nothing to do with that. But so all these expensive stuffs, Tide, this and that's why. But okay, now reason I just pulled, and this is kind of late to me. This is 2023. And when I pulled up about 30 minutes ago, I went back, I was shopped and went in, but and also I ain't even thinking when I pulled up in that spot, it's empty. And you see it's kind of tight and it's late. That's why it's empty. Even though it's like the closest to the door, it's real tight to pull up in. And this car is small. So that's why it's normally empty. But then soon I noticed the plywood. And then I walk in, it's this little fat ass security guard. You can't see him right now. I guess nah, you can't see him. He's standing really with that red, the CV. He's over there by the cash register. Now, all these years I've been here and come here off and on, it's never been so that is an armed security guard. But like I said, I ain't even think about it. I'm still kind of pissed about I had to, talk all that shit today, real shit. I'm talking real shit, telling the truth. So I didn't, and so to me, he's another, cop or whatever. And because they knew I was coming here. I think they were, make it so bad. I think they reminded me. I don't know how they did it, but they reminded me I needed my, I just like them. My little, the little plastic floss toothpick things. And so I said, even though, matter of fact, the store I made videos over, that's the food store I be going to. Matter of fact, I just made the video inside there. So I pulled out, and I think they got them too. But some said, all right. I think they was doing their little gang stalking shit when I pull it, and then I open it, and it's a little secure. But that's what I'm saying. But instead of worrying about the people that broke into the shit, they worrying about a nigga who tell the truth, who's not a Democrat, who's not a communist. That's what they security guard is worried about. Someone who speaks just like a communist country. A communist country, they worried about, just like if we live in, you look, she rolling her eyes too. Look, she's very indignant. You can't see her. Look, damn, right? Look, she's still indignant. Look at it. She's very indignant. I don't know why she mad at me. But it's all good. You can be, whatever. She was that's what I'm saying. So they heard me talking. They sent her. And I should have got the camera on her. She was very indignant, rolling eyes, all that shit. Out the blue. Now, what normal person gets out their car and just starts looking? Anybody else, you're looking more just, determined. Not determined, but she just, even if somebody's sitting in the car like I am, you don't need, at most, you're going to look nervous, because she's a white girl. But no, you see her, she live around here. This bitch probably been fucking niggas. Ain't no probably, she's a liberal. You probably can't even count how many black dicks she done had up in her. But so anyway, that's why she looking indignant. Exactly. That's why she looking at, she's a hoe. But anyway, so my point is, instead of worrying about they shit being broken into, and shit like that, my profession, nigga, she said something told me that, normally I never look down. And that's because of what I said. That little skinny bitch earlier, she's a professional. You know what I'm saying? I'm a professional soldier for life, and that's God what told me, you know what I'm saying? And it sounds like you asking that question, trust you see you a Democrat, but you welcome to stay and listen seriously. You definitely welcome to stay and listen. Also you said the word sir, that whole shit. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be, buried with the warriors. But you aren't. But anyway, this bitch. So they're worried more about me, than that shit. And the reason now they have a security guard, armed security guard, and the goddamn plywood, and they still, that means I haven't seen this shit over here where they doing that out the pharmacies in like 3 years, 3.5 years, because this is before I moved. I've been here 3 years. And like I said, so now they're starting that shit back up, stealing out the little pharmacy. Because that's what I was thinking. Like, why, when I saw that dude, that's when I first thought about it. That's my immediate thought. I was trying to come in, and the lady, it was an old black lady. She was old, and it was a young black dude, like in his 20s. He could have easily overpowered her, but she, he didn't. She's trying to, how you slide step, like, no, you not getting out the door. And he was a little respectful. But I was coming in, and I'm like, both of y'all get out my way. So and finally he walked out because I came, and this was like the start of that riot shit, the riots, whatever year that was, 2019, right before. This had nothing to do with it. I'm just saying riots. It had nothing. I ain't say nothing about election shenanigans, YouTube. I ain't say nothing. I'm just saying. And so, they were riding here and doing all, and I'm like, what are y'all, me, I'm OG. I'm like, what the hell are y'all getting out of a goddamn pharmacy, CVS? It was a Walgreens. And I could take you there, but I ain't going there tonight. Like I said, it's like 15 minutes one way. I ain't in the mood for that. And I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? She was just looking. I know women like looking at me, but I'm like, yeah, she still just did it again. I don't think she mad, but anyway, then now she rolled her eyes. It was she with her homie. Yeah, you with your man, paper tag. You with your man, looking at me. That's what I'm saying, nigga. Your girl. It's like okay, now I'm going off subject. If you got a girl, I don't care how old you is, and she's just mad, like that girl just mad at me, the one in that raggedy car with her boyfriend, her nigga, and she's mad at me, looking at me like, yeah, that's why I came out here. She's doing the gang stalking stuff. Nigga, your bitch like that nigga she so called mad at. Get rid of that bitch. She ain't, trust me, if I was with a bitch and she oh, I'm mad, I can't stand that nigga right there. I hate him. I just hate him. Dude, get rid of her. Trust me, she is not your girl. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. So anyway, yeah. Oh, there he is, his little fat ass. I knew he was over there, but you probably still can't see him because he you can't see him, but maybe you can see him. He there. He got a little security vest. But my point is, y'all so busy doing gang stalking Democrat shit. Y'all more mad at me for telling the truth, and y'all called me here. I guess I don't know because they store got broken into the plyboard and all that shit. So you're more mad at me than the motherfuckers. And now CVS people, manager, you got to spend more money. Like I said, since I've been here, they ain't have an armed security guard. Now you got an armed security guard, so you got to spend more money to get a security guard than anything else. But you mad at a non-democrat, anti-communist telling the truth. That's what I keep trying to tell you people. How evil these fucking Democrats and evil and stupid they are. You know what I'm saying? I just had to come back here and point that out. I don't know if y'all gonna understand what I'm saying. You might call me rambling, but I'm trying to tell you, you might, you have to understand what I'm trying to say. It's just, goddamn, look at that bitch stomach. She got on these little shorts, and her stomach is hanging over her. It's just another thing that caught my eye. Her belly Dunlop. Remember that Dunlop, like Dunlap tires. She got a spare tire. Her shit is hanging. But anyway, all right, I'm out of here. Let me go. I'm going back to the crib.